It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Cold blood in my fist, we fire starters. One out of a million marine show sights. Always get a feeling that I won't deny that work. Never ties. Look at my eyes, I'm on the rise.
And live from the famed Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway in Nashville, Tennessee, it's time for one of the oldest racetracks in America to make a return here for stock car racing. A common sight for the ARCA Series East, and set to make and hoping to make a return to NASCAR in the near future. This beautiful half-mile short track inside of Nashville is just raring for some Budweiser All-Star Series action, and even fitting, there's a Budweiser board right there in our camera shot. Take a look at your race conditions here. It's 90 degrees here and partly cloudy here in Nashville. A very nice night for racing here inside of the Nashville Fairgrounds. And let's take a look at your point standings heading into this race, presented by Xfinity. Ryan Hill, after his win yesterday at Talladega, moves to an over 110-point lead with his teammate Greg Ramirez second, and young gun Nicholas Uffelman in third with 315 points. And Darren Claw coming into this race with his win out at Daytona. He finished second to last because of a DNF from a wreck on pit road at Talladega. He's hoping to regain traction in the standings. Miranda Nagayan has not had very good luck after her race in Indianapolis. She is heading into this race in fifth in the standings. Well, we hope you are having an absolutely wonderful afternoon here. And it's time for another round of Budweiser Series action. We do apologize for any issues regarding the stream, as Spectrum Internet decides it wants to screw me today. This is not good. So I'm praying that today's race is not affected too badly. Actually, I'm gonna, you know what, my device is disconnected from the Wi-Fi, so actually, you know what, I'll be right back. We'll be taking a bit of a commercial break, so don't go anywhere. Alright, we're back inside of Nashville Fairgrounds. I do apologize. We are hopefully going to have a good race. Hopefully Spectrum cooperates with us today. Usually the internet connection is not that great with this stupid thing, so we'll just see. But let's take a look at your starting grid presented by Xfinity. Here in row one, your winner from yesterday at Talladega, Ryan Hill, won by 3/1000ths of a second in a photo finish with Ryan Apt. He starts on pole today alongside Daytona winner Darren Claw. Byron Martin has not had the best of seasons. However, he's looking to make a rebound here as he starts third place here in Nashville, alongside third place in the standings, Nicholas Uffelman. After that will be the four of Rick Taylor as he starts alongside the 48 of Tracy Bennett, who is in a brand new paint scheme for this race. He is being sponsored by the Motorola company, and he is really rocking that paint job. He starts on the outside in 6th place. In 7th will be Ryan Apt in his EA Sports F122 Chevrolet SS. Rocking a brand new paint scheme, part of his EA Sports partnership. He starts alongside, from Bangladesh, Chaudhry Bhattacharya in his Bangladeshi cable thing. I forgot the name of it. And I can't read the Bengali script, so hold on a second. Did not everybody load in? Okay, hold on a second. Not everybody loaded in, apparently. So skip ahead just a little bit. Okay, problem solved. My game isn't broken. Starting in 9th place is the 33 of Brian Cox, starting alongside his teammate James Garcia. Finally, the two Paul Menard Chevrolets equal in the qualifying grid. After that will be race winner from Colorado, Jordan McClure, as he starts alongside Kern County winner Paul Rivera. After that will be the Canadian from Mississauga, Ontario, Sheldon Gatineau, as he starts alongside Miranda Nagayan, finally debuting her Target Toyota. And she'll be starting close to the mid-pack. She's not been having a very good stretch of races lately. She starts directly halfway through the pack. Drew Foster starting alongside Travis Creighton, who stands 7th in the point standings. Alex McCumber has had a good stretch of races lately. He starts alongside Greg Ramirez, who sits 2nd in the Budweiser All-Star Series point standings. After that will be Sam Fitzgerald out of Taylorville, Utah, as he starts alongside Jesus Gonzalez. Hayden Benning starts alongside the Coinbase Toyota Camry of Daniel Van Heuly. Wild Family Racing's best driver by far in a very underfunded program. However, they've managed to make the best of their situation. Daniel Walker starts alongside the 67. Starts along the 67 of Michael Brewer. Carter Brown is last in the point standings for Golden Gate Racing. He starts alongside the 3 of Jake Wild. And finally, rounding out the starting lineup for Big Sky Midwest Racing, the number 79 of Dennis Key rounds out in 27th place. So an absolutely beautiful racetrack, beautiful night sky here in Nashville, Tennessee. That's a black void. That's wonderful. And the stands here at the Tennessee State Fair are currently just absolutely jam-packed. Despite noise ordinances, I think this race will be okay. So, without further ado, let's head down to the track for the green flag, I suppose. And we're also going to be debuting a new graphics package today on our CBS thing right here. So, yay, I figured out how to use the graphics packages. And here we are, getting ready to start. Green flag in the air here for the Bud Light 200 from Nashville Fairgrounds. And Ryan Hill, very good speed coming off the corner. Here he is alongside alongside Darren Claw. A little bit of contact going through the front straightaway. And here comes Byron Martin here for Tift Racing. One of the better, he's not exactly the best performer on that team. However, he's currently holding his mark here the past couple races. After a couple bad races, he's currently not doing half bad. And knock on wood, our stream is doing just fine according to OBS. I don't know how it is on you guys' side. Hopefully, I don't cry myself to sleep tonight after watching the race replay. Darren Claw, the one at Daytona. He's looking to get his 2nd win of the season. I know we say that every single broadcast, but we do not have a multi-time winner this year. We've had 5 different winners. Most of them Toyotas. Only one of them was a Chevy. And we almost got a 2nd Chevy winner. And Ryan App, speaking of which, he's right there trailing in behind Tracy Bennett. Oh, sorry, I meant to take a look at the rear. And that's a surprise seeing James Garcia currently in behind the 33 of Brian Cox. Usually Cox is not, usually Cox is the one beating the 27 by multiple positions. We saw Cox up front multiple times this year, but that 27, normally he even won a lap down during the Talladega race. Granted, so did his Paul Menard teammate, but here we are, the two Joe Gibbs cars in the back. Here it's Miranda Nagayan and Paul Rivera. Miranda Nagayan debuting her Target Toyota. And currently... oh, shoot, I was looking at the fastest lap standings. By the way, Darren Claw, your fastest lap with a 19.623. Darren Claw is leading this race by about almost 0.4 of a second here. And Ryan Hill is just having trouble chasing down that 7 Toyota. The multiple brakes Toyota looking to get another win here on the season. Here's Tracy Bennett trying to chase down Nicholas Uppelman. And we are coming to the 91 to go mark once they cross the line. No real battles here except for Nagayan trying to hold off Travis Creighton. Now, Miranda Nagayan, after her win at Kern County, has not seen too much luck. She had an engine issue starting at the Colorado race, and she did not perform too well at Talladega. She finished really poorly due to a pit stop, or really kind of a questionable pit strategy in the final part of the race. So she is trying to make up some ground here in the standings. She's currently just barely sitting in the top 5. 90 laps to go here as these drivers make their way around one of the oldest venues in motorsport. I do believe this track was opened in 1907, I believe is what I read. So this track used to host the NASCAR Cup Series, and then it became a ground for the NASCAR Busch Series and the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. And then it just kind of got taken by ARCA. So I think it's just the ARCA Menard Series taking this place over, as well as the obvious short track racing scene, like the late models and stuff. But they're trying to renovate this racetrack in order to get the NASCAR Cup Series to return. So hopefully we'll see some big league racing here in the future. Jake Wild, no surprise, rounding out the rear here. Carter Brown, he is holding on to last place after Jesus Gonzalez got that amazing top 10 finish in Talladega. An unprecedented run for that number 90 Toyota. But his teammate here, Carter Brown, currently holding back second to last. There's Dennis Key. He's gained 2 spots since the drop of the green flag. And he's currently in chasing, I believe that is Brewer. And he's following Daniel Walker now. So it's kind of difficult to pass here at Nashville. These guys are having a little bit of trouble. Here's Drew Drew Foster on the inside of Sheldon Gatineau. Gatineau in his Weeble investing. Oh, we had contact there between the two teammates. That was McCumber getting into the back bumper of Gatineau. That kind of racing we have come to expect from Nashville Fairgrounds. These drivers are looking for any advantage they can get here. To the back bumper to 72, to the back of Drew Foster. Now be careful, that could open up an opportunity for Sam Fitzgerald or Hayden Benning to make a move. We're on board with Sam Fitzgerald. ...82 laps to go here in Nashville. And now we're starting to see the field jumble up just a little bit here. There's a bit of a battle for third between Rick Taylor and the number 2 car, the Bad Dragon Ford Fusion of Byron Martin, putting that money to good use. Don't know if I'm quite allowed to say what that company does here on this channel. Screw it. It's not like we're making money off ad revenue yet. I say yet. Although my partner will probably kill me if I start doing this for money. Oh, we got a battle between teammates. It looks like Brian Cox is having trouble holding off James Garcia. Garcia is right there. He's got the power, but he's just not having a good corner exit. He's just keeping it. Yeah, you can see that he's applying the gas as he goes midway through the corner, or maybe even earlier. I think by the time he's a quarter of the way through the corner, he starts applying the gas again, but I wish there was a way we could see the throttle and brake for these cars, but... Oh, Nicholas Uffelman to the back bumper of Rick Taylor. This is short track racing at its finest. And Darren Claw has led every lap in this race. And I'm pretty sure he and Ryan Hill are glad to see this battle happening for third, because that's holding up the pack here. And here comes Nicholas Uffelman on the bottom as Byron Martin holds up Rick Taylor. Chaudhry Bhattacharya had his best finish at Talladega. He finished in 3rd place yesterday. Almost got beat out by, I believe it was Tracy Bennett that almost beat him out. So Bhattacharya is looking for a career day today. He's doing pretty well actually for himself. He's sitting 6th place or 7th place in the Budweiser All-Star Series standings. And it is just a parking lot as they go through the corners. We're going to be watching this. Chaudhry Bhattacharya went a little bit low on Tracy Bennett. That Motorola Chevrolet is holding on tight. Their phones suck, but that car really doesn't. I think that car is way better than the phone, in my opinion. Here comes Ryan Apt. Is he in the game? I don't know. He's kind of lost some ground to Bhattacharya on that one. But notice how they're really close together, and that's giving way for Darren Claw to pull away from Ryan Hill. And Claw is going to have to try and hold on as much as he can, because that Monster Energy Toyota is coming up quickly. MPH Motorsports versus Joe Gibbs. Who has the better equipment? And we know the kind of ability that Darren Claw has. He demonstrated at Daytona, and he's demonstrated it multiple times throughout the course of the season. But just like Daniel Suarez, he's just been screwed at every turn. Speaking of Mexicans, how is Gonzalez doing? Let's take a look at where he's at. Currently, he's holding his own. He's come across the line in 22nd. Better than last. Definitely not the kind of performance compared to what he had at Talladega, but he does look like he's carrying a little bit of momentum from that race. He's not in last place like he normally is, so I guess that's a good sign. But where is his teammate? Carter Brown is second to last. Dennis Key is having a lot of trouble getting past Brewer. I don't know what's going to take for that Pinnacle Bank Ford to get past that 67 car. Dennis Key on the bottom. He's got to deal with Carter Brown. Now, can Jake Wild actually make a pass on the 85 car? As Wild tries to avoid yet another last place finish. And we're coming to the halfway mark here in about 20 laps or so. So we're going to have to see if these guys can... Oh, we have a potential opportunity for a pass. Brian Cox versus Ryan Apt, the two Chevrolets going at it, the two bow ties looking for position here. Chaudhry Bhattacharya holding on to 7th place, trying to get past Tracy Bennett, another one of the bow tie brigade. And the bow ties have pretty much dominated that entire top 10, as we got the likes of Rick Taylor, Nicholas Uffelman, Tracy Bennett. Obviously, Ryan Apt, the Paul Menard cars, they're it's a lot of Chevys up here in the top 10. But the top 3 is mainly dominated by Toyota, as obviously the 7 and the 18 are currently your leaders. The 18 of Ryan Hill, he's getting closer, and I don't know if he's going to continue to wear out his tires by continuing to track down that 7 car, but they're coming in on lap traffic here, so this should be pretty interesting to see what those two are able to do against the lap cars. We know how much trouble those cars can be. Once he gets up to Jake Wild, I think Wild's going to be reluctant to let him pass. And Dennis Key is back into last place. I wonder what happened there with the 79 car, but Jake Wild is currently up in the 26th place. And this 22-year-old has not done very well this year. He's done probably the worst of most drivers here. Although the team that he is racing for, he's a driver owner, or owner driver, whatever you want to call it. He's Alan Kulwicki without the talent. I mean, that's not true. He probably does have talent if he was to race for a legitimate race team, but right now, that's just not the case. So take a look at that target. Miranda Nagayan has missed the target, as she is currently back there with the rejects. And so is Greg Ramirez, which is not a very encouraging sign for Joe Gibbs Racing. They're not doing well at all in this race. Miranda Nagayan is holding 13th, and she is currently the 3rd best Joe Gibbs driver in the pack tonight. And we are 10 laps away from the halfway mark here in Nashville. And I think it's going to be the 7 that gets the halfway bonus, but we can't be too sure because Ryan Hill is still chasing that 7 car down like a pack of lions, and that's he's gaining tenths of a second per lap, so I wonder what this is going to... Oh, here we are coming into heavy lap traffic here. That's a massive train of rejects. See, look at that. Unsponsored, 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 unsponsored. Sponsored by a cryptocurrency company. Barely sponsored. Unsponsored. So the rejects, they're coming up on here. And I'm surprised Jake Wild's been able to hold that position. Dennis Key has the faster car, but he's just not able to get past that. That 3 is being way too aggressive. And again, they are battling. It's different, battling for position, but versus battling to stay on the freaking lead lap when you know you have no chance in hell. The 18 has gained a slight bit on that 7. Let's see what the time is when they cross the line. And he has gained about 9/100ths of a second on the 7 of Claw. And that multiple brakes Toyota is going to be running into a hornet's nest here in a couple minutes. He's clearly having some fun out there. We can see that they're both having fun. And I think a lot of these guys out here in this mid-pack are also having the time of their lives, too. Like, this has been a pretty entertaining race in the mid-pack. And it's been interesting. Chadwick Bhattacharya we're looking at right now. He might have an opportunity as Tracy Bennett gets held up by Nicholas Uffelman. Can Bhattacharya make the bottom stick without wrecking himself? Ryan Apt is right there on his bumper. You're looking at the rear camera of Chadwick Bhattacharya. And we are very sorry if the stream is lagging. It is kind of out of my control. Dennis Key is about to be the first one to go a lap down here in Nashville, as we are 2 laps away from the halfway bonus being awarded. Will it be the 7 or will it be the 18? The 7 currently has led all 48 laps in this race. Will he take it to the bottom here? Will Dennis Key allow him to go to the bottom? One lap to go for the halfway bonus. And Ryan Hill is right there, but that's 50 bonus points. Or that's 5 bonus points for the 7. If he leads one more lap, he'll pretty much lock himself into another 5 bonus points for leading the most laps. And here comes, he's going to dive to the bottom. Dennis Key's going to let him through on the mid side. And that's the most laps led award for the oh, contact between Dennis Key and Darren Claw. But he does secure the most laps led with 51 out of 100 so far. So mathematically, he's clinched those bonus points. So that's going to be very important in his title hunt, especially with the points leader right behind him. And another fun fact, Ryan Hill, we have been through 5 rounds so far in this season. He has not finished outside the top 5 in any of those rounds. He's gotten 5 top 10s in 5 races so far, and he's looking for a 6th top 10 here today. 53 laps led for Darren Claw of California. And he's got to try and get past Jake Wild, but right now he's a little bit in a comfortable position because that 18 car still being held up by Dennis Key. He's just refusing to let that Monster Energy Toyota pass. So let's see how that's going to affect Byron Martin here, as he's currently he's going to start gaining time here in a little bit on that 18 car. He has actually lost 2/100ths of a second on that 18 machine. That's just too bad. Ooh, I wonder what the spectator cam looks like. Oh, that's awesome. So that's Byron Martin currently in 3rd place, and we're looking for a battle here. Any battle we can see. The 7 car trying to get past Jake Wild. If I'm the 7, I just punt him out of the way if he refuses to move. Just do it Intimidator style. Oh, would you look at that? It's raining. Oh, that's wonderful. Darren Claw is just having trouble getting past that 3 car, and he's going to get to the back bumper of Jake Wild. He's going to go to the bottom. So let's see if that hurts him or helps him here. But that 79 looked like he was going way too aggressive on the 7 car. It's pretty much pack racing now, as that 7 car trying to make a move on the 3. That 3 is blocking, and the 18 has just gotten past 79. He hasn't cleared the 79 yet, but he has gotten in a good position to make a pass on the 7 if he needs to. That 7 is still stuck behind that 3. He is having trouble getting past the slow car. And that could potentially mean a good position here for Byron Martin. He's gained some time over that 2 car, or over that 18 car, so we might see some action here. That 7 car of Darren Claw is still having issues, and well, now he might have an opportunity. He might have a clean opportunity. No, Wild is still refusing to move to the top side. Although Wild is still fighting for a position. He's still trying to get past Carter Brown. Ryan Hill might get that 1st place spot. Now, Darren Claw is going to get the 5 bonus points for leading the most laps. And, oh, never mind. I thought he was going to get the Xfinity Fastest Lap Award, but right now, Ryan Apt has the fastest lap by 1/10 of a second. That 7 car still having massive issues getting past the 3. He's been fighting Jake Wild for almost 15 laps up to this point. It kind of makes me wonder, is Wild even going to let him by, or is the 18 going to just... Is the 18 going to grow a set, and is he going to get past that 7 on the outside if he can? I don't know. That looks like it's only like a 1-groove track here. Everybody's been sticking to that bottom side. That bottom side's been the fastest today, so I don't know if that 7's going to deviate from the racing line here. The 2 Paul Menard cars going at it again, but Ryan Apt, your Xfinity Fastest Lap candidate, still holding on furiously to 8th place here, but here comes Brian Cox getting past. He has definitely not cleared him yet. Ryan Apt has the better lane. So let's see how well he uses it here. Coming up on 35 laps to go here in Nashville. 35 to go once the 7 crosses the line. And I'm wondering, are pit stops going to play a factor today? Oh, Nicholas Uffelman on the outside gets a little bit tight. Tracy Bennett might have an opportunity. Shadhuri Bhattacharya also might have an opportunity. The 18-year-old from Mymensingh, Bangladesh. Currently on that outside lane fighting for 6th. Maybe even the top 5. Might get 2 top 5s in a row here if he can get past those 2 cars. But right now, that seems to be a pretty decent challenge. And Bhattacharya making that outside line stick. And there he is on the outside. He's got room. He's got a lot of clean air, too. So maybe he can make that move stick. And Bhattacharya on the outside, trying to get past the 48 of... trying to get past the 48 of Tracy. And he will clear the 48 car. So beautiful move there by the Bengali driver. And now Nicholas Uffelman battling with the 4 here. That might give Bhattacharya another opportunity for more positions here. Oh, Bhattacharya on the outside. He's losing time to the 48 of Tracy Bennett. Bennett is looking on the inside lane here. We got 2 battles for position going on here in Nashville. Byron Martin is running away with that 3rd place position. He has not gained much time. He did gain 2 tenths of a second from what we last saw him, but Darren Claw is pulling away from that 18 now. He's finally gotten past Wild. Now it's got to get past the 85 of Carter Brown, one of the reject cars. And he has led 70 out of 100. He has led 70% of this race today. And we have got 30 laps to go here in Nashville not Nashville Super Speedway, Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. And Byron Martin looking to get his best finish of the season. Here comes Shadhuri Bhattacharya on the bottom of the track. This is the battle for 5th place. That Wood Brothers car has improved significantly from when we last saw them in action. And Bhattacharya not able to get past Uffelman here, and he's right there on the bottom with Tracy Bennett, so I don't know how well this is going to go for him. Now that 2's got a little bit of a problem here. We got a massive battle for the lead now between the 7 and the 18. Will the 18 use Carter Brown as will the 7 use the Carter Brown as a pick here? Trying to get past that 18 of, trying to hold off that 18 of Ryan Hill. Side by side, going through turn 2. As we come to 25 to go here in Nashville. We've been live for about 40 minutes. It doesn't feel like we've been here that long. And the 18 has gotten past the 7, but has he cleared him? Yes, he's cleared him, and he will lead his first lap of the race. New leader, Ryan Hill, looking for 2 wins in a row. Oddly enough, 2 wins in a row in the Monster Energy Toyota. He won Talladega using that Monster Energy scheme. Now we got pit stops coming in. Late race, green flag pit stops. Ryan Apt coming in, and 27 Garcia coming in. And McClure is going to opt to stay out this time by. Shadhuri Bhattacharya, Brian Cox. Ooh, Miranda Nagayan almost got herself caked there. Ooh. And here comes the leader, Ryan Hill, coming down pit lane, along with Uffelman, Cox, Bhattacharya. Looks like the 19 Rivera staying out. McClure coming in. Is anybody else going to take it? Sam Fitzgerald coming in with Hayden Benning. Looks like Daniel Van Heuly and Daniel Walker are going to stay out here, as well as the 4 of Taylor. That's the 2 of Byron Martin, currently setting time trials at this point. I think he just came out of pit lane. Now it's going to be confusing trying to see who's just now coming out and who's just now... Oh, the 7 going to try and make a pass on the 18 now. The 7 in the lead. Past the 18. I think once this pit cycle finishes, I think the 7 will be back in the lead here. He's led all but about 3 laps today, so that is very impressive for that 7 car. He was marked 3rd on the last score. And I think the 48 should be marked. There it is. Yep, Tracy Bennett is being marked 3rd. So now that 18's in a very sorry situation, as now he has to try and get past multiple lap cars to even consider trying to take the lead away from the 7. Unless that 7 gets wrecked by Van Hewley, which, let's be honest, I think these drivers will do anything to stay on the lead lap at this point. Let's see how many are a lap down. About 8 cars are a lap down right now, or 7 cars are a lap down. So that's not a very good thing for those drivers. At a short track, it's already easy enough to get lapped, but I wonder what happens when I do this. Oh, nothing. It doesn't display a red flag thing. The Fox one does. Oh, we got contact. Carter Brown into the back of Brewer. That's Michael Brewer he just got into the back of. That's short track racing. They're going to bump and bang all they need to get those positions. Meanwhile, the 7 is spalling with Hayden Benning, trying to get him a lap down here as we come to 17 laps to go. And I think he's cleared the 18 by a large margin here. Those pit stops were very beneficial to that 7 car. Got him on pit strategy that time. The 4 is currently in 3rd place. That is Rick Taylor going for his highest finish of the season. Ryan Apt looking for his 2nd consecutive top 5 finish. Tracy Bennett looking for, I believe, his 1st top 5 finish. And it is currently raining outside. 15 to go. Darren Claw won at Daytona. He's currently looking for a 2nd win on the season. This will definitely help after finishing 26th at Talladega. He's been off and on all season. He's looked like he was going to get victory. Manages to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory multiple times this season. And he's got 13 laps to try and do something here. I don't really think there's any battles toward the back here. The 18's just trying to get past the 85, and that might open the door for Sam Fitzgerald to get something going, but I don't know. I think that might be the only battle here. Okay, I thought something happened to that guy, and then I realized it was just a target puppy. So, oopsie. So look at that. The 2 Paul Menard cars still going at it again, but Paul Rivera is battling just to stay inside the top 10. He's currently holding on to... He's currently outside the top 5 in points, I believe. Coming up tomorrow on the Prodigy Racing Network, the Toyota World Series goes to Lime Rock Park, so that should be an interesting one out in Lakeville, Connecticut. The Toyota World Series only on the Prodigy Racing Network. Stream starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. 10 laps to go here in Nashville. So far, it's been a very good race. Well, now it's become a bit of a dry race now that everyone's all spread out because of the pit stops. But Byron Byron something or other. Byron Martin currently out into 7th place trying to hold on, but he's got those two feuding Paul Menard racing cars back behind him. And that 27 car is looking to beat that 33 car for a second race in a row. And it's a team rivalry, pretty much, between that 27 and the 33. The 33 has been the top dog all season on that Paul Menard racing program. Oh, we got a battle between Ryan. Oh, contact between Apt and Taylor. I'm glad I switched to their camera view before the contact happened. And let's see who's going to be able to get who's able to get the advantage here on the bottom. 5 to go. What can they do? This is a battle for third right now. Ryan App's looking for his second top 3. Finished second at Talladega. On the bottom, can he make it stick? I gotta guarantee Rick Taylor's running out of tires there, and they've just made a little bit of contact on the back bumper here. And now here comes Tracy Bennett joining the fray. That Motorola Chevrolet looking to hunt down that 45 and the 4. He's got them where he wants them. Ryan App trying to hold on. 3 laps to go. Two to go as Jesus Gonzalez nudges the 7 out of the way. And the battle here between Tracy Bennett and Ryan Apt will probably be the hot topic of discussion here. 1 lap to go, presented by Xfinity here in Nashville. Darren Claw had not won since Daytona. Quarter of a mile to go to his second victory, coming off the back straightaway through turn 4. He's done it. Darren Claw will win the Bud Light 200. And the driver from California does it again. And how did that end for Apt? He finishes 4th. So that battle did not look like it really produced any meaningful fruit on that final lap. Still a very good race for some of the... Sorry for it. Still a very good race for the Chevrolet teams here, as I can count them. 6 Chevrolets finished in the top 10, along with 3 Toyotas and 1 Ford. And so with that, let's take a look at your finishing results. Let's take a look at your finishing results presented by Xfinity, the official timing partner of the Budweiser All-Star Series. Darren Claw, your race winner, hit the first multi-time winner this season, breaking the streak of 5 new winners. Ryan Hill, coming off his win at Talladega, gets another top 3 finish. He finishes second, second and a half behind Darren Claw. And Rick Taylor getting his first top 3 of the season as he finishes 3rd. Ryan Apt, Tracy Bennett, Nicholas Uffelman, Byron Martin, James Garcia, Brian Cox, and Paul Rivera round out the top 10. Jordan McClure, Chaudhry Bhattacharya, Miranda Nagayan, Travis Creighton, Alex McCumber, Greg Ramirez, Sheldon Gatno, Drew Foster, and Jesus Gonzalez finish out on the lead lap. And Hayden Benning is the final one to finish in the top 20. He finishes 1 lap down. Daniel Van Heuvel, Daniel Walker, Brown. Sorry, I don't remember his first name. So Daniel Van Heuvel, Daniel Walker, Carter Brown, Sam Fitzgerald, Michael Brewer, Jake Wild and Dennis Key all finished on a lap down, but they did finish the race. Dennis Key gets another last place finish. And so with that, that's the end of today's coverage here from the Nashville Fairgrounds. Tomorrow is the Toyota World Series from the beloved Lime Rock Park, the home of prototype racing and one of my favorite road tracks in America. I'll see you there tomorrow. It's Lime Rock Park here for the Toyota World Series. Thank you so much for watching today's race. This was the Bud Light 200 here in the Budweiser All-Star Series. The next Budweiser race will be on Wednesday. Hold on one second. That race will be on Wednesday as the Budweiser All-Star Series goes to New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the Black Rifle Coffee Company 200. From New Hampshire Motor Speedway in Loudon. That will be on the 15th of June, followed by day 1 of the Budweiser Stock Car Festival from Richmond Raceway. And, of course, following that day will be day 2 of the Budweiser Stock Car Festival. So 2 races at the same track. And then we have the day off for the 18th, I believe. No, we do not, because that is a Tuesday. No, that is actually a Saturday. So shouldn't we be racing on that day? No, we shouldn't. No, we're not, I suppose. I guess we have the day off on the 18th, and then the 19th will be the Father's Day Classic from Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet. So, a massive lineup for racing here for the Budweiser All-Star Series. Darren Claus, a race winner here in Nashville, here at the Nashville Fairgrounds. It was just a completely wonderful race to watch. And I hope everyone here enjoyed it. And so, with that, we thank you so much for watching today's broadcast. This was your head commentator, Nicholas Koskinen, with Prodigy Racing Network, and we'll see you tomorrow afternoon.